up, boxing fans? King of the Ring TV here, the greatest show on earth. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and hit the bell icon. That way you'll get notifications on anything that I post. Okay, question of today is, will Devin Haney be even more better than he already is now that he has to look for a new trainer? His former trainer, which was Bill Haney, has announced that he is retiring. So he's he posted on Instagram story looking to raise his younger son and his younger daughter. He also thanked his son for 14 years of memories. So he's looking to raise his son and his daughter, which are very young children, and to focus on business ventures. So I see a lot of people saying that Devin Haney will most likely train with Floyd Mayweather Jr., which is the son of Floyd Sr. So I don't see that happening because, for one, Tank and Floyd Mayweather Jr. is definitely training together. So they're training. Floyd Mayweather is training Tank. So most likely, I will see Devin Haney, if he was to go train with the Mayweather team, will be senior, which is the older Floyd Mayweather. I will see that happening, but not the younger, the son, because him and Tank had a back and forth. Tank and Devin had a back and forth over Floyd Mayweather training with Devin, and the reason why is because Tank said this was before the Leo Santa Cruz fight, a little bit before. So Tank was over there in I guess Baltimore. So he was over there in Baltimore, and I guess out of nowhere, Floyd Mayweather started training with Devin Haney, and they had videos and stuff like that. So I think that was a chess move for Floyd Mayweather, because Floyd Mayweather, I think he did that on purpose, because he knew that Tank was getting close to his fight and everything like that with the Leo Santa Cruz, and he wanted to train him. So, and then I think Tank was running around with Adrian Bronner at the time, so, and not really too focused on the fight. So Tank seen him and Floyd, Devin and Floyd training together, so that made him kind of hot under the collar, and he hurried up and rushed over to Las Vegas, I guess, to train with Floyd. Well, he trained with Floyd and everything like that, and basically came out and said that before that happened, he was like, he don't know why Floyd is training with Devin Haney, because Devin Haney is like his one of his enemies, or a person that he's finna fight in the future. So it's like he basically came out and said, it's like Floyd is training him. It's like he's training him to beat me and stuff like that, and I'm gonna potentially fight him. So, I mean, he came out and said that. So he was basically, that didn't sit too well with him training Devin Haney. So Devin Haney ended up moving around after that stuff. I think that was Floyd's way also of getting Tank to come to Las Vegas, because he's told Tank to leave Baltimore and move to Vegas so that way they can train and focus and everything. And Tank, he didn't want to do that. I can understand that. He grew up in Baltimore. He got his friends and his family and everything down there. So of course he ain't gonna want to do that. So, but I see Devin Haney most likely training with Floyd Sr. rather than Floyd Mayweather Jr. So I see that happening if he was to go the route of go to the Mayweather camp. So, I just think that would be probably most likely to happen. But also Bill Haney, which is Devin Haney's dad, and Floyd Mayweather Sr. had a little, a little accident or incident where they was button heads. They didn't get along with certain things. So I think Bill Haney had ended up pulling Devin Haney away from Floyd Mayweather Sr. and everything like that. But Floyd Mayweather Sr., I mean, from hearing things back in the past when he was training with Devin Haney, he liked what he see. He came out. He said one particular time, he was like, yeah, man, like when Devin Haney was fighting, he was in the corner. He was like, yeah, man, I ain't even got to train him, man. He already know what to do. So he was very, very impressed in Devin Haney. So he enjoyed training with Devin Haney. But then again, the dad, they couldn't get along. Floyd Mayweather Sr. Couldn't get along with Bill Haney, which is the dad at the time. So that didn't work out. But yeah, that's if he goes the Mayweather route. But I mean, if he do find a good trainer, hopefully he's good and he doesn't try to change up too much stuff. What Devin Haney is doing, what he needs to do is, what that trainer needs to do is add to what he's got, and try to make it better, but don't, tear down and rebuild and start. No, don't touch what he already has, because Devin Haney is already a great fighter. So, it's not necessary to tear down and rebuild. So, but hopefully, he gets a good trainer. You know what I'm saying? Devin Haney's he's 22 now, and he's young and still growing in the sport. So I think he'll find a good trainer if that was to happen. I'm sure Bill will still be in his corner and stuff like that. But right now, Bill, he's got other business to focus on. He's on those different platforms speaking on behalf of his son and everything like that, trying to, let the world know, basically the fans and everything like that, know that most of these fighters are ducking Devin Haney, which is kind of seeming like it really is true, because you got Teofimo Lopez. He's constantly talking about Devin Haney and everything like that. Devin Haney isn't saying any type of things about him, bad or negative or anything like that. All Devin Haney wants to do is fight Teo, and he's got the last, it's a whole, bit of back and forth with the green strap, which is the WBC. So they both going back and forth saying, oh, I got the real WBC, this and that. And it's just a whole bunch of mess with that. But, Devin Haney basically says, just tell the T.O., let's fight for it. Go and get me out the way if I'm an easy fighter. If I can, same thing with Gary Russell. He came out and saying, talking a whole bunch of stuff about Devin, but, and then same thing as Ryan, and, Tank really don't really say too much, but it's just a whole bunch of fighters in the 135-pound weight division going back and forth, and just basically going at Devin Haney, but they very timid to fight Devin Haney. They not trying to make the fights happen with Devin Haney. So, and that's what it's looking like, because basically his dad is being very vocal and stuff like that on the platforms, and trying to offer money up and everything like that. And the fighters, they not really stepping up to fight Devin Haney, and that's just what it's looking like, man. It's like, it's crazy, because eventually I think Devin Haney is trying to move up to 140, because he can't really get a serious fight at 135. They're not trying to fight him, so he's gonna move up to 140, and then 147 will be his ending, his weight his top weight. That's what they saying, his last weight to go to. But he's gonna move up to 140 and try to find some fights there and everything like that, because the 135 division, like, nobody's none of the top three welterweights, or not welterweights, excuse me, sorry, none of the 135 fighters are not, they not trying to fight at lightweight. They not trying to fight Devin Haney at all. So I mean, he's gonna have to move up and fight at 140. So that's what it's looking like, man. And I mean, clearly it's like it looks like a lot of fighters at 135 is ducking Devin Haney, and it's ridiculous, man. And that's the thing I like about Devin Haney, man. He's 22. He's got his own promotional company. He's undefeated. So, and he's still got room to grow to become even better than what he is. You know what I'm saying? Because he's a hell of a fighter. So he's got so much things going on for him. And that's the thing that I see too. Also is another thing is, you know, for Devin Haney, I think what went wrong is like with Devin Haney is like the reason why the fighters, you know, that's at the top, like T.O., Tank, and Ryan, I think how he messed up is that he sparred them. Like before, like at an early time, and he probably got the best of him when he was younger, like even younger, probably like 16, 17. So now, you know, now these fighters, now that they got names, they all got names, and they kind of establish. They still all young, but they kind of established. And I'm pretty sure from what it seems like, Devin Haney beat all of them. So, and that's the thing, man. You beat them in sparring, and you was like, what, 16, 17 or something like that. And that's where you went wrong, because now that, you know, now you pro or whatever, and you want to fight these guys, they don't want to fight you because they already know what you did in sparring, and you still is unbeaten. So, you know, they're not going to want to take that fight with you, man. So I think that's where Devin went wrong at, is fighting them too early. Now, if he would have never sparred them and everything like that, they probably would be very open to fight Devin Haney, because they wouldn't know what they would be getting into. So that's the way I look at that, man. And you know, hopefully Devin Haney finds a good trainer. He's on his own now. You know, he's doing pretty good. He's a good fighter, very skilled, and he's got his own promotional company. He's doing everything at a very young age. Same thing Floyd did. Floyd did it a little bit later, but still, you know, he's doing everything at a young age. He's getting the money, man, getting to the money, and that's a good thing, man. Start young. That way, when you get older, you know, you'll be more established, more ahead of the fighters, you know, that's coming up, or that's in your weight class. You'll be ahead. So good news for Devin Haney, and good news for Bill. Hopefully, you know, everything works out with Bill on his end. You know, stay in your son's corner and everything like that. So tell me what you guys think. Like, comment, and subscribe to the channel.